Shalom Ashpaka. Today I want to talk about why the name of Yahuwah is the true name and how it has been depicted in the very letters and what they mean. Let's get into some scriptures. I'm in Yehukanan chapter 5 verse 43, and it says, Yahuwah, I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive. The only way that this works is that it would have to be Yahuwah, because that is the Father's name, and it has Ayin at the end of his name. That is truly coming in the Father's name, and it is not in scriptures, so nobody has known this name, and it's nowhere to be found. Just like the Father's true name is nowhere to be found. They use Adonai Yahuwah Tizbaut, and we respect that. Having Ayin at the end of the name means that he has perceived, he saw, he experienced Yahuwah. Now I'm in Matit Yahu, chapter 1, verse 21, and it says, And she shall bring forth a bond, a son, and thou shalt call his name this name. For it is he that shall save his people from their sins. Let's go into this verse. Scrolling down, we can see that it is using Isus in the Greek. And if we click on the interlinear, and we can see here that the root word etymology is Yahushuai. That is the root word for the name that is written here. When we go to this name, it is saying that it is an etymology of Yeshai and Yahuwah. But that's actually not true. And the name Yahushai is not a root name. These names are symbolic, not the actual names. Yahuwah was never named before by any other people. No one else has had this name. He is the only one to protect the name, the sanctity of the name. Honor it, Mashpaka. You will not find anyone with this name. These names are symbolic of the meaning, and people have been saying that this is the true name. I have been saying it is the true name, and I'm sorry. This is not coming in the Father's name. Using etymologies to clarify that is wrong. Can we agree that this is not the Father's name? Now, Mashpaka, after the explanation that they are symbolic for the coming of the Mashiach, telling what he would do, but not his actual name, now we can dive into the actual meaning of the etymologies, because it says hand, behold, nail, behold, experience. As we can see, I'm going to show you in a second the depiction of how Yahuwah was crucified the real way. This right here is the exact way that Yahuwah was crucified. He had both of his hands nailed together with one single nail and was left hanging, causing suffocation and choking, asphyxiation, to where he was choking to death. After being beaten and tired and bruised and whipped and scourged, he had to sit like this for hours, slowly choking, because the weight of your body pulling at you does not allow air to come in and for your diaphragm to expand and breathe. You slowly choke and die because you are tired, Mashpaka. Now, Mashpaka, something else that I want to talk about is the actual beatings that happened to Yahuwah. What we have seen in the movie The Passion of the Christ, and how they used a cat of nine tails, and they had large razors and blades at the end of them to cause extreme lacerations. If you read the actual scriptures, it is by a Roman fulcrum. And this right here is the exact depiction of what that fulcrum looked like. The ones in the Passion of the Christ, how they showed that it created such deep lacerations and blood loss, Mashpaka, he still had to carry the stake. He still had to walk. He still had to live. I am in Matet Yahu, chapter 27, verse 26. Scrolling down to the word scourge. And this word means whipped with full flagellums or whips. There is no mention of a cat of nine tails. There is no mention of exactly what it is saying in the crucifixion movies and stories, Mashpaka. But this right here is an exact depiction of what a flagellum really looks like. Because Yahuwah still had to carry the weight and walk all this ways. Mashpaka, if he was in the same depiction as what is shown in the Passion of the Christ, whipped that bad, he would not have lived. He would have surely died, Mashpaka. He would have died. This way that I'm depicting right now is showing not that he is not worthy of the weight that he carried. I'm saying that he didn't necessarily was tortured that extremely. Be thankful for it, Mashpaka. Now, I wanted to get into the whole idea of 40 lashes. Where did 40 lashes get spoken in scriptures? It was not. In Jewish law, the original biblical statute allowed for a maximum of 40 lashes, but traditional practice settled on 39 lashes. Mashpaka, this is according to Jewish law. Let me explain. Jewish law says the maximum is 40 lashes. But it was not the Jews that whipped him, it was the Romans. The Roman law imposes no numerical limit on lashes. Roman scourging was used as a tool for interrogation, intimidation, or brutal prelude to execution intended to weaken the victim until they're near death. So these types of fulcrums are the ones that were used. They had small balls, metal balls on the back, on the ends of them. And some of them had some bones attached, sharp pieces. And there was no limit to the amount of times that he was whipped, Mashpaka. He was still severely weakened to the point that he had to have help. A Roman official said that somebody from the crowd would have to come and help carry the beam, the stake, so he could make it to be crucified. So, Mashpaka, that is the way at this time that Yahuwah was crucified. And that is why the name is Yahuwah. Shalom, shalom, Mashpaka.